This is your weekly outlook and prediction, stocks and crypto. Ty Supreme in the building, Willie F. David in the building, PH in the building. Yo, tell me why I can't find my remote for my live sign. Where the hell is it, bro? Bruh. For the first time ever, I lost it. What the? The gnomes took it. This can't be real. The crypto market crash is imminent. What? Ah! Wait, what? Crypto's now in fear. Crypto's now in fear. They're saying a crash is imminent. Maybe we will see the flush out. They're definitely trying to get fear started. Look at this. So they got that on top of this. They're trying to get the fear going. They're trying to get the fear going. And they're reporting like the same thing over and over again. And there's multiple things about fear. The fear and greed index. You're supposed to be greedy when others are fearful. You're supposed to be greedy when others are fearful. Remember that, so you move against the herd. If the fear goes even deeper, that means buy more. Bano in the building. All right, guys. Right now, I cannot find the remote to the sign, and it's really bothering me. To this sign right here, I'll show you guys. I cannot find a remote to this, and it's really bothering me. I don't know where it is. This is the first time I've ever lost it. But we might have to go on without it. The freak! Where does the light? Where's the light, bro? Show me the light! Bruh. Show me the spot. Bro, and my room's not even dirty. It's gotta be under my computer or something. underneath the computer or on this laptop. Hey, GME earnings this week. Guys, the fact that remote's gone is insane. I'm going Green Week GME, fuck. I don't give a fuck. September 9th, baby. It's going down. Are you ready? Guys, GME earnings. Tuesday, or is it Wednesday? GME earnings Tuesday. Bro, where is my remote, bro? This is truly disturbing. This is truly disturbing on multiple levels. I never lost that remote. It's always on my desk. And what the freak? Like, where is it at? Can anyone help me? It was the underpant gnomes, bro. You ever watch South Park? This is fucking ridiculous, dude. Bro, this is unreal, bro. This is unreal that it's gone. This saddens me. This saddens me. Truly saddens me. Brian must have took it. God damn it, Brian. Crypto looks good to me, so I don't know what they're talking about. GameStop is still dealing with this big bear flag. This shit is crazy. If we come up and retest it and break down, we're screwed. We came down into these buy orders. I think we see a little bit more pullback, but this is gonna, guys, this is gonna be crazy. GME earnings, they're gonna try to attack us. Last time they dumped us down, even though GME did fine. 4.3 million here on GameStop stock. AMC 1.7 million. Cost of borrow low as fuck. Cost to borrow low on GameStop. Where the f is my dude? That's over with. It's over with. I really can't believe this is happening. I really can't believe it. I really can't believe it. Well, anyways, I'm gonna do the video. I'm gonna try to, anyways. And then, drop the vid. I cannot believe this, dude.
JK, really? Eskimos.
Yo, so alright, so GameStop earnings this week, guys, it's gonna get crazy. Bro, get ready for anything, man. I think somehow though GameStop's gonna have a green week. I think SPY's gonna have a slight red week. I think somehow Game's gonna have a green week, which it had a green week last week. And AMC is had a bullish hammer candle. I think AMC's gonna have its first green week in a long while. So AMC looks good for recovery here. Inverse head and shoulders in play, bullish. Bullish. Inverse head and shoulders in play. Bro, I really can't believe this remote is gone, bro. It's the crazy shit. Alright guys, this is gonna be the first time ever but I'm gonna smoke a J live. If I get banned, I get banned. It's like, nah, I'm kidding, bro. Probably just got shadow banned for even joking about it. AMC is gonna have a green week this week, bro, and so is GameStop. I know it doesn't seem likely, but I'm telling everyone. Green week for watch, and watch it play out. So despite the crypto being fear coming out, I think crypto will recover. I mean, everything's still tracking. ADA's tracking, E's tracking, everything looks good. I really don't see a reason why we want to be straight for. So I really feel like they're just trying to get the fear machine going. They got this, sell everything. I'm not selling my crypto. If anything, I'm buying more. Let me get a pullback. And then you have the mainstream reporting this all crazy. Multiple outlets, different writers. I don't know who that is, but you dig. Probably maybe a spam thing, who knows. Yo, if you guys missed it, check out the interview with Adam Aaron, and I got another video coming this Friday. So this video went pretty good, 1.2K, and then Mask Investor exposed as well. He scammed somebody. And then we got the Adam Aaron interview, 1.2K views. People seem to think I could just repost this and not speak. I have to speak. You can't just post stuff and not say anything. So that did really well, and I appreciate anybody who watched that. Yo, he probably did, dude. Fucking scoundrels. Well, I looked everywhere for the remote. I literally can't find it, so I'm gonna just have to go on without it. As long as Bitcoin holds this level, it's kind of making an inverse head and shoulders. As long as Bitcoin holds the 1.9, we'll move up. Still worried about the flush out until we get away from this level. I want to make that clear. If we do flush out, I think we'll come down, find the bottom, and pop back to the upside. Like the fractal shows. If we follow the fractal, AMC and GameStop are definitely recovering. GME earnings is this week. GameStop is definitely recovering. I don't give a fuck. Even if they are going to attack it, we're definitely recovering. I don't care. I'm telling you guys, Green Week, I don't care. Super chat! Yeah, but SPY might pull back. What if SPY pulls back this week and the AMC pushes up this week? I think SPY might slightly pull back. Danny Lamb, thank you for the super
SPY
chat.
pumping
Danny
plus
Lamb,
AMC dumping are the biggest
chat.
BS ever.
Hype in the chat. Bro, I honestly think SPY might pull back this week. Slight red week for SPY. And then green week for AMC and GameStop. I'm calling it, bro. I'm calling it. SPY looks ugly right now, bro. SPY does not look good. SPY looks ugly right now. NASDAQ looks okay. NASDAQ looks like it's gonna push up to pull back. I'm telling you guys, we're gonna pop to the upside to pull back. That's exactly what's gonna happen. Pop to the upside to pull back. Pop to the upside to pull back. SPY looks really bad. Red MACD, 2-hour time frame below blue medium line. NASDAQ looks decent. NASDAQ looks decent. So I say pop to the upside to pull back. I say pop to the upside, the full fucking back, baby. No, I only speak English. And then I think GameStop is gonna, despite all of the things that could go wrong, despite how wrong I could be making this prediction, because I could be very, very wrong, I just don't think I'm gonna be. I think GameStop and AMC have a green week, and I could be very, very, very wrong about that. But we about to find out. I'm telling you what the chart's telling me. This is ridiculous. GME stock earnings, y'all. Remember. Oh yeah, data drops. Why? Austria. Austria. We got fucking inflation, guys. Let's see what it says. Says core inflation rate. The same. Slightly higher month over month. Slightly higher in year over year. So it's saying that it's gonna be like a little bit bad. And then we have Michigan consumer sentiment. The big one's gonna be PPI and core inflation rate. And PPI looks like it's gonna come out okay. PPI looks like it's gonna come out okay. And we have this on Tuesday, non-farm payrolls annual revision. It looks like PPI is gonna come out okay, but inflation's gonna come out like kind of bad. So you could see like bullishness off this and bearishness off this. I'm telling you guys, pop the drop. Bullishness Monday, Tuesday, and then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, bearish. We've seen this before. Slight red week, or maybe even a slight green, but it's gonna be like a pop. SPY might pull back a little bit before pushing up, like in the morning. You might see SPY like come down. And then push up. It's gonna push up. It's gonna push up. And then come back down. Another pop the drop, just like the 650 pop the drop. This might be like a little bit higher. Like you might see it like push up in the morning and then come back down, find support, and then run back up. This does not look good, man. Looks like it wants to drop down first. So like on Monday, you might see it pull back a little bit and then find support, push up. We'll probably come up for the 650 retest. We gotta break and hold the 650 retest. I called out 650 last week. I said we will hit 650. I said that it's gonna be touched. 650 was touched. SPY would, in order to go higher, has to break 652.19 and hold that in order to go crazy. I think it might pull back. I think it might end up going up to there. It's gonna go up to like 653, 654, and then like drop down. I think that's exactly what's gonna happen. And there's gonna be a lot of volatility. It's gonna go, it's not gonna go much higher. We'll see if I'm right or wrong. It's not gonna go much higher though. It's gonna pull back slightly in the morning, find support, push up hard. I think this week it might end up hitting like 653, 654, and then dropping down. He'll try to put another mask on me. I ain't worried about anything the bull trying. All I did was tell the truth before a couple haters load up a shell shoot. It's crazy that some people wanted to defend him in the comments, though. That's brainwashed, bruh. You have to even admit, like, if someone did something wrong, someone did something wrong. I would never, ever tell you guys I'm about to do a cash giveaway and then not. I found the remote. It was underneath my keyboard. What the hell? Insane. At the cash giveaway and then never do a cash giveaway. All right, we've been live for an hour now. Let's do this video and get this video out and then get it moving. Let's see what we got here. All right. Yeah, I would never do you guys dirty like that. And then he makes all that extra money off of engagement and he makes all that extra money off engagement and ad revenue for that day, and maybe super chats as well, because people would give to him because he's giving back. And then he doesn't pay anyone out, or he pays like select people out. I'm sure there's more people, but I'm sure there's more people that he didn't pay out, but I'm waiting to see if anyone hits me up with stories. But, and also, if somebody's gonna move shady like that, like a man's principles is everything, bro. So like, if a man's word is everything, bro. I don't think people understand that. If a man's willing to break his word, he's willing to do, like, I know some people might not like put two and two together, but if a dude's willing to say something and lie about it and then not stand behind that, that same dude, I'm telling you, is willing to do some foul shit to whoever, especially if it's someone like your audience, your supporters. So that's all I'm saying on that, man. You ain't never gonna see me in no scandal like, oh, bro said he did a giveaway and not gave out the prize. Yeah, like, principles is everything. I'm trying to tell people. You cannot compromise your morals. But yeah, as far as crypto, I think as long as crypto holds this, and also there's an inverse head and shoulders popping off. But as long as crypto holds this, Bitcoin holds this, we'll be straight. I don't know why they're trying to spread so much fear right now. And honestly, you guys all know what fear means. And if it goes deeper into fear, that means it's even more of a buy. Let's see what the stock market has. help the broader market. The 15 trillion. This is what he was talking about. Remember the speech we watched? Some of you guys will remember. We watched a speech together, and he was talking about all the investments that could come into AI. Yeah, we'll go like this 654 and pull back. What is catastrophe risk? Oh, like natural catastrophes. This is them trying to push an agenda too. Let's see what it has this. Wait, aren't rate cuts? Oh, no. It would tell me. That's coming up later. Yo, this AI drone is pretty fire. And NASDAQ, let's just check out real quick NVIDIA. Yeah, NVIDIA's continued to pull back. RSI is getting oversold though. NVIDIA should see a bounce here soon. NVIDIA should see a bounce here soon. AMD broke out the falling wedge. AMD pulling back. Yeah, so we'll see it pop the drop. I'll say 6. We gotta close 647. Okay, so we'll have a green week. We'll have a green week from what I see. I'm gonna have to go green with SPY. Because I don't think we're gonna close below this. Because of how we're gonna push up. So we'll have like a slight green week. All right, let's do this. I didn't reach out to him, but I tagged him on Twitter. So you guys can, should I message him? I didn't reach out, but I tagged him on Twitter. Oh, this looks like a fake account. Cause look, it only has 115 followers. I gotta tag his actual joint. Should I message him, guys? Does he reach out? I'm like, guys, do you have any comment on this, these scam allegations? I'd be like, yeah, do you have any comments on these scam allegations? And yeah, guys, if you missed the Adam Aaron interview, man, that drone was fire. 1.2K views off of that drone. Looks like we got 1.1K on the expose. Alright, let's get this. Alright, I will message him then. There's no way GME doesn't have a green week, bro. All these buy orders, there's no way. There's no way we don't have a green week, bro. Because even if we drop down, we push back up. I say GME and AMC have start to move up here this week. We got the inverse head and shoulders on Amy. Bollinger Bands are very tight. All right, guys, what is up? This is your weekly outlook and prediction for stocks and crypto. This video is not financial advice, should not be taken as such. Please do your own research and due diligence for buying any stock or crypto asset. With that being said, let's go ahead and hop in the charts, facts, and data showing you what you need to know as a trader and investor for the stock and crypto market, ladies and gentlemen. So the first thing that we're going to be talking about here is GME earnings. That's right, GME earnings is this week, ladies and gentlemen, so get ready for that. You already know how last earnings went, man. We got a big move to the downside. I'm going to show you guys what the charts are saying about GME earnings. Also, crypto market, they are trying to spread a lot of fear. I'm going to be talking about what this could mean for the market and why we do not trust the mainstream media. So let's go ahead and hop right in and show you guys what's going on here right off the bat. All right, AMC looking good right here on the 4-hour time frame. Bullish hammer candle above the blue medium line here with the Bollinger Bands. You guys can see we have green MACD as well, and we have an inverse head and shoulders in play. Right here's your shoulder, right here's your head, and right here's another shoulder, indicating that most likely this is the bottom here for AMC, believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I know a lot of people will not believe this because morale is very, very low, but that's exactly when bottoms do occur. RSI got really oversold here on the 4-hour time frame. Normally, when we get to these conditions, you guys can see that we see moves up off of that RSI being low here on the 4-hour time frame. Just through past history, you guys can see that happens. And if you guys go ahead and look on the chart yourself, you guys will see that Bollinger Band's very, very tight right now, letting us know that a move is winding up. I believe AMC is going to push up towards 280, 285 this week. If AMC is able to break and hold 280 and not go back below that, that is confirmation that yes, 100% we are indeed bottoming, ladies and gentlemen. But I am calling the bottom based off what I'm seeing here. Again, we could get manipulated more to the downside, but based off everything I'm seeing here, it looks like we're going to be moving up in my personal opinion. So I think AMC is actually going to be moving towards 280, 285 here, and that is going to be able to pull off a green week here for AMC. Now remember, GME earnings is coming this week, and that's going to be a major contributor to what GME does. Right now, looking at some of the numbers, we can see that we have 1.7 million short shares here for AMC at time of recording. Again, this could change as early as tomorrow morning, and cost to borrow is remaining low right now, 0.45%. We definitely want to see those cost to borrow levels come up. That way we can get some relief, some of the bearish pressure, because they've been constantly shorting, constantly dumping shares on us, which constantly grinds us down. They've also been dark pooling a lot. There's heavy manipulation here on the meme stocks that is actually documentable, and we document every day on our live streams. Make sure you guys check out our live streams as they are lit and they're popping, and we talk about stocks and crypto all day long. 4.3 million short shares here for GME at time of recording. We've seen them with a lot more shares. We've seen them with less. This is about in the middle of what they've been having as of lately. If you were to do like an average, we've seen it as high as like 8 to 10 million short shares. So they don't have a huge amount, but they have a decent amount. So we definitely want to be careful. And again, 0.38% cost to borrow for GME. Now, if you go ahead and look at what's going on here for GME as well, you guys can see that we have a lot of buy orders here. So if GME were to pull back, I believe that we would be able to hold support and push up. Also, GME has been holding a key level of 2230 time and time again. Every time we break down out of this current bear flag setup that we're in, we come down, we find support off of that level, and we get nice pushes back to the upside. We recently just got another bounce off of that. So if GME were to come down, I really think we would find support around that 2230 level again and push up. Now, if we did lose that level, that means we would see significant downside, but I don't think that's what we're going to be seeing, in my personal opinion. The fact that AMC is also set up to go up, I'm not really worried about GME earnings, as I think they actually could be decent. Now, we've seen it here before where meme stocks have good earnings, they push up and then they end up grinding us back down. So we have to be very, very careful. This happened here just recently for AMC. You guys can see, if we go ahead and go to the daily time frame, you guys can see that it was earnings. We got this big movement to the upside, but they slowly grinded us back down. So we do have to be aware of that. They're going to try to manipulate us. They're going to try to fight us. Last time GME had earnings, we had this big move to the downside. You guys can see absolutely dropping down from a high of 35.81 here on the daily chart, and then dropping down to new lows, finding support in that overall liquidity zone. If we did come back down and retest it, I would expect to move back to the upside. I keep telling you guys that. There's also a lot of buy orders as well. If we zoom out, that if we were to drop down, we would hit those buy orders. So I really don't see a world where GME breaks below like $20, in my personal opinion. But if we did snap down, you'd probably see a big pop up. But what I'm more likely expecting here for GME is start to push to the upside back towards $23. So in order for that to happen, we need to get back above $22.90, hold that level of support. And then if we can hold $23 as a key level at $23.15, that if we're able to hold, we could see a decent move to the upside. So there is a reason to believe that AMC or GME would be able to pull that off this week. We need to get out of this overall bearish consolidation that we've been in. We had this drop down bearish consolidation. We need to see if this bear flag is going to play out. But if we can get back inside of it and push up, there's a sign for some decent recovery. So I think GME will be able to have a green week this week. Again, last week GME pulled off a green week. A little bit of a gravestone doji, so we have to be careful, but I think we'll be able to pull off a green week in this week, in my personal opinion. But get ready for anything, ladies and gentlemen, because GME earnings, I'm telling you, is going to be insane. So get ready. They like to manipulate us. They like to fight us down. So be ready for that. You guys saw what happened last earnings. We had a huge dump to the downside. So anything could happen. We could come down, break down in this bear flag, retest that liquidity pocket around that 20 to 1950 level. You would probably see a decent bounce to the upside if that happened. And AMC would probably be pulled back a little bit as well. But AMC, we have this bullish hammer candle on the weekly time frame, and I think we're going to be able to have the first green week that we haven't had in a long time here for AMC, and have a green week for GME despite a insane earnings coming up. So this is what we're looking at for AMC and GME. Just remember, again, anything can happen because of GME earnings. This is going to be pumping off September 9th on Tuesday during after hours, and yes, I will be live, so make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe, put the bell notification on, as I will be giving you guys the information and technicals as they do become available. Let's go ahead and move into SPY and the overall stock market, show you guys what's going on there, and then we're going to go into cryptocurrency. So SPY overall, I think we are going to see a movement to the upside, but there is a lot of things going on this week, and there's going to be a lot of volatility. So let me break that down for you guys. I think here in the morning, what you could see is a push to the upside pre-market and then a drop down. Okay, finding support and then pushing off. So it could be a little bit of a slow start on Monday. All right, and then we could move into Tuesday, Wednesday, probably start getting bullish around Wednesday. Late Wednesday into Thursday and Friday start getting a little bit of bearishness. What this would look like is a pop to the upside heading towards possible new all-time highs, especially if SPY is able to break above the levels of 652.19. Hold that level of support. You could see a decent pop towards 653 and 654. So watch out for those potential price targets, especially if we can hold 652.19 as support. But if we do push up like I'm thinking we will, then you would see a sharp drop down possibly happening here in the later half of the week. So that is what I'm expecting for SPY. Again, a little bit of movement to the upside, maybe a slow start on Monday. Tuesday, Wednesday, start pushing up, possibly towards those price targets. We would have to break and hold 652.19 as support in order to go to that 653 and 654. And then if we did pop up similar to what you've seen here with this pop to the upside, the drop, I think we would see something similar to that if we did push up towards that 654 price target. Now, what we're looking at here for NASDAQ shows that we could see some more bullishness to the upside, but SPY is not looking good. If you go ahead and go on the 2-hour time frame here, you guys can see we have red MACD. We're below the blue medium line as the bands are tightening up. So this is why you could see a little bit of more pullback before popping to the upside, and it could be a slow start on Monday. So just be ready for that. But overall, I do think we are going to push to the upside, giving SPY a slight green week. Now, we have major data drops this week. Right off the bat, obviously nothing on Monday, but Tuesday we're going to have non-farm payrolls annual revision. The biggest data drops are going to be PPI and inflation. PPI is going to be here on Wednesday at 8:30 a.m. It looks like it's going to come out decent, so this is where some of that bullishness could come from. So be ready for that. And then inflation looks like it's going to come out slightly a little bit hotter, especially if it's around the consensus and forecast, what we're seeing here and what the market's expecting. Normally these data drops are. So if we do see that, inflation could be a little bit bearish. So we do want to watch out for that, as some of these numbers are to remain the same and then slightly increase, which means inflation still lingering around and maybe even coming back a little bit. So we do want to be ready for that. If PPI doesn't come out good, like it's saying here, and comes out higher than like a 0.6, watch out, because you definitely could see some bearishness off of that as well. But these numbers look pretty decent so far for what we're seeing on PPI. And then here on Friday we have Michigan consumer sentiment, so be ready for that as well. Data drops pretty much every single day this week except for Monday, so it's going to be a very volatile week. Should be good for trades if you are on point and on your P's and Q's and really watching what you're doing, because there's going to be a lot of volatility, money to be made. So be ready and make sure you guys tune into the live streams, as I will be giving the technicals and the information as that does become available. But this is pretty much everything we're looking at for SPY. You guys can check out the live stream if you want. I broke down some of the major news going on with SPY and the overall market right now, like the Trump tariffs, possible rate cuts and things like that, and I broke that down in more detail. Let's go ahead and move into Bitcoin, but I think SPY is going to have an overall green week in my personal opinion. Let's go ahead and move into Bitcoin and crypto, show you guys what's going on there, and then we will wrap up this video. So Bitcoin. Right now, there are multiple outlets telling you to sell everything. First of all, I'm not selling my Bitcoin because it's finite. And the only way they can get Bitcoin from you and put more Bitcoin in the circulation is literally try to convince you to sell, which I will not be doing. Crypto fear and greed, moving into the fear. Obviously, you always want to do the opposite of the herd. So if we move deeper into fear, that means that's even more of buying opportunity. The fact that crypto's in fear, showing that that is actually a good time to buy as well. We're not deep in the fear. Again, extreme fear would be even better, but you might not see that. You never know how these markets shift, but fear isn't good indication that yes, this is indeed a good time to buy. So if prices were to move down and we were to see the flush out that potentially still could happen, especially if Bitcoin does not hold the key level of 109,500, if we do not hold that level, you are going to see that flush out down towards 100K and 95K, which I think after that we would get a sharp bounce, as the fractal is indicating. You can see that this blue bars pattern on your screen here showing that we could see a potential flush out. This bars pattern's been tracking so far. The only way it doesn't track is if we hold 109.5K. Now, interestingly enough, Bitcoin also has a potential inverse head and shoulders here in play as well off of that level. You guys can see right here's a shoulder, right here's a head, and then right here's another shoulder forming, especially if Bitcoin's able to get back above 113,300. Hold that level, you're gonna see a decent push up. So be ready for Bitcoin to hold that level if it is going to move up. And if it starts to move away from the 109.5K level, that would make me feel a lot better, and that would also get rid of a lot of that fear that you're seeing right now. A lot of that fear is because we are on such a key level right now that if we did see a flush out, it'd be a significant flush out, similar to what the fractal is saying where we drop down. But right now, all I see is buy orders right here around the 109.5K level. You guys can see there's buy orders all throughout here. That's those green blocks you're seeing on your screen. So as long as Bitcoin holds that level, I think we are looking good and most likely going to continue up and maybe even deviate away from this fractal. Now, again, they are trying to spread fear. Multiple outlets reporting like the exact same things right now. It's crazy. They're literally using the same terminology, the same wording. This is why we do not trust the mainstream media, ladies and gentlemen. And this is why people follow YouTubers and look for different types of advice. But you guys can see right now, Ethereum's tracking, breaking out of a falling wedge, tracking with my prediction. Slowly looking like it's about to grind back to the upside, so that looks good. Right now on the 4-hour time frame, actually green MACD above the blue medium line. Bollinger Band's tight. We could see a pop up here soon. Cardano ADA also tracking on the macro as well. Looks like it's going to go towards that dollar range as predicting, breaking out of a falling wedge, curling up. So all of these look good to me. Key altcoins looking good. Bitcoin looking good. And that's normally an indication of the market being overall healthy. It looks like we're in a little bit of a consolidation before moving up. And honestly, if we did see a pullback, that would be even better buying opportunity in my personal opinion. So it's looking good. The crypto market's looking good in my personal opinion. Again, maybe I'm overly bullish, but things green across the market, things are looking good in my personal opinion as far as crypto is concerned. So I don't see why there is so much fear and trying to why our outlets trying to spread so much fear. So I really don't see a reason for it. I think it's irrational. I think they're trying to make the markets flush out, and the markets are kind of refusing, and that is why they are trying to spread fear right now. They literally want you to sell so they could buy from you and then run it up. So this is what I'm looking at for the crypto market. Again, Cardano ADA looking good. Let's go ahead and just quickly check in here on XRP. I think it's going to be about the same thing here for XRP. Oh, XRP looking really decent here. As you guys can see, we just broke above this sloping support and resistance here. If we could hold that, you could see a decent move back towards $3. Yeah, even XRP looking really, really good for a potential push to the upside. Now, they have a ton of sell orders. They're definitely trying to keep the market down. Whales are trying to keep the market down to accumulate before this stuff runs up, because there's so many fundamentals coming out, like the XRP ETF. So many different legislations that are bullish for crypto. Crypto treasuries are going through the roof. Like, there's so many bullish things going on in the background that everyone knows that's paying attention that crypto is gonna go crazy. And I think even if the stock market did pull back a little bit, I think crypto is very independent of the stock market at this point. I think we're in a much more fundamental bull run for crypto. It's less speculation, and to me, this looks very, very good. So I don't see a reason to be worried, in my personal opinion. If we did pull back, I'm going to be accumulating more. But this is what we're looking at for the overall crypto market. Again, if XRP is able to break up towards $3, expect a decent pop back towards $3.35, potentially even all-time highs of $3.66. So this is your weekly outlook and prediction for stocks and crypto. Listen, if you found this video informative, please drop a like, press subscribe. That's a great way to help me out, and I appreciate you if you do that. But that's all you have to do to support the channel for absolutely free. Thank you guys if you watched to the end of the video. And as always, y'all, have fun, stay safe, make money. Peace out, fam. Thank you, Andrew. I appreciate it. All right, guys, I'm going to get this video edited and then enjoy the rest of my weekend. Make sure you guys do the same, and I hope to see you here, guys, on Money Mondays. I appreciate you all. You already know the deal, man. I got to get this thing out because it's almost 8 o'clock, so I can't procrastinate. So I will see you guys on Monday, man. You already know the deal, man. Have fun. Please stay safe. Tomorrow we make money. Peace out, yo. And definitely not selling my crypto. Why would I sell my crypto? Tomorrow we make money. Thank you guys for everything, man. I appreciate y'all for real. Hopefully I see all of you tomorrow. God bless the BZ fam.
Let's go.
See ya, fam.